What's going on, everybody? It's me, DMDave. It is 1 in the morning on an early Friday / Thursday night, and got a bit of waddle hair in my ass this morning. This is a map, the very first map I ever purchased from my buddy Tim Harton, which, as you can see, is pretty freaking big. In fact, it has, not including subrooms, it's got 176 locations. It is truly a Megadungeon. I have tried repeatedly to stock it to no avail, and I decided tonight that I would actually try. I was going to give myself the challenge of doing it in kind of a creative way that I just thought about a little bit a while ago. If you've been watching this series, you know that I usually stock dungeons by using the random. Hold on, let me find it. The Dungeon Chamber Contents table on page 296 of the DMG. Basically, it keeps the whole dungeon kind of balanced with about 50% monsters, like 26%, 20% traps, and then some other random stuff strewn throughout it. I'm going to completely use these tables, and then I'm going to use the subtables too in this. Once I've got kind of all of that out, I'm going to build a like a reference guide for the individual pieces itself, instead of detailing each and every single room. This means it'll cut down significantly on the amount of time that I'm writing. So basically, it'll be like a large general features guide. Like, here's all the traps that you can expect. Here's all the hazards that you can expect. And then all I have to do is like reference them in the actual thing. I might even be able to do it like in sort of like a table or a spreadsheet type thing. So here's the whole thing here. It's pretty big. I haven't built it in Dungeon Draft or anything like that yet, so I'm still going to have to do that. But I plan on running this on May the 8th is when I'd like to run it with my patrons as kind of an all-day event to see if they can escape through the dungeon. I believe that it's got a few different exits. Like, it's got this one entrance right here, and then it's got another exit it's got exit here, an exit here, and I think that's it. Just the two exits are the ways to get out of it. So the players have to find one of the two exits, and they get to work. So what I'm going to do is on the 8th, I'm going to have a 12-hour event where my patrons get to go into the dungeon from level 1, or from the first room, and try to get out by the end of the day. So it should be a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and show you how I'm going to build this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this table here, which is going to be my Uncle Skeleton's never-ending dungeon table. I've already put all 177 areas in, and I've also done all of my random rolls using a between formula. If you haven't seen me do it before, basically you type equals rand between 1, 100. That creates a random number between 1 and 100. It is temperamental, so if you change anything about it, it'll do it. So what you have to do pretty much is immediately after you get that is copy them all and then paste the values into it. And I've already done this. Okay. Next, just to get all this information out there quickly, I'm going to sort the sheet by those random numbers. I am going to then start putting in what each one is. Alright, so die roll 1 through 8 is going to be just a dominant monster. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put all those in. Then 9 through 15 is dominant with treasure. Okay, now what did I say? Let's do 15. So it's going to be down to here. Next is going to be 16 through 27 is monster pet ally. So pet ally, no treasure, and that's to number 27. Okay, then it's pet ally with treasure. That's going to be until number 33. Then we're going to do random to 42. Then it's going to be random with treasure, which is going to be 43 to 50. So like I said, 50% is going to be monsters. Then we've got, I think, obstacles. Oh no, hazard with treasure goes through 58. And then we're going to go to 63. Then we've got trap to 73. Then we've got trap with treasure, which goes to 76. 77 is a trick. Trick goes to 80. And then empty room goes to 88. We've got just hazard, which goes to 94. And then treasure and an empty room is the last one. Bam. Okay. So there we go. We've got all of our random numbers set up. And we know what it's going to be. Next is a matter of figuring out what everything is actually are. I'm going to probably put this back into... Actually, let's go ahead and start rolling our random hazards. Alright, so hazards, we're going to put a new rand table. We're going to do random hazards next. Random hazards table is, it's only a d20 roll, so we're going to do a rand between d20 or 1 to 20, and I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to go here. There we go. So that's all of our random ones. Remember, we got to paste the values because they can be kind of erratic. Alright, let's do random obstacles, which is also a d20 table, so that's easy. So we'll just keep it, we'll just call this the d20 table. Let's see, paste values only. Alright. What next? Traps are a D100. So, you know, I'm just going to keep it on the same table and we'll just call it sub random. Oops. Traps have to have a trigger too, so let's put those in while we're thinking about it. Actually, let's fill out the tricks first. Tricks are also a D100. Okay. And then treasure, it's its own thing. Empty. Okay, cool. So that's all the random numbers we need for that. Let's Alright, so that should have done all right values. Okay, cool. Trap trigger is what we need next. There are 6 different trap triggers, so we're going to do rand between 1 through 6. Oop. Okay, so there's a trap trigger, and then damage severity. Damage severity comes in setback, dangerous, and deadly. You can read about those in the DM's guide as well as in Sanitars. But it too is a D6, so we're just gonna whoops. Okay, cool. Pop! There we go. I think that is all of our random stuff. We could do monster motivations too. Yeah, maybe we should do monster motivations. Okay. Yeah, we'll do monster motivations, and that'll... Monster motivations, they have like, they want to find a sanctuary, they want to conquer something. We're gonna do equal. We'll just put it in the D20 table. Again, rand between. Whoop. And then treasure has its own rules, but we will get to that later. Okay, that's it. So we've got all of our random rules down. We have literally just planned an entire dungeon from scratch. The other thing I would probably do is the chamber state as well as what are actually in the different rooms. Since it's so big, I'm probably going to divide it into different sections, or I could just do the general dungeon chambers table. Actually, let's just do that. We'll just call it a day. So this will be the general dungeon chamber, where it's like, is it an antechamber, is it an armory, rand between, we'll do 1 to 100 with that, and then we are going to once more copy our values and paste it. Alright, sub-content, this will be chamber purpose. I'll put this over here, and we'll have to fill that in, and then we'll do chamber state, which is a D20. Keep adding that parenthesis in the wrong place, eh? Some I'll probably change based on what the room looks like if it's a dungeon and I roll a classroom. I mean, it's kind of weird, but, you know, maybe we can roll with it, we'll see. But, there we go. Alright, cool. So, we're all done here. I'm going to go back and get this all sorted. Now you can see we've got everything how we need it. We've just planned out 177 rooms in what, like 15 minutes? It's pretty cool. So, like, for example, this very first room here, if we look at this, and this is, like, I'm going to put this on the line, it's a salon, weird. It is converted to some other use, okay. Randomly, let's see, it has a trick, which is 96, and that trick is going to be, teleports characters to another place, okay. It's pretty weird, but we'll roll with it. I like it. I'm gonna need coffee if I'm gonna do this, but that's it. I mean, we've basically just created this entire thing, and now it's just gonna be a matter of like cutting and pasting and making sure everything's in the right place. So in the next video, I'm gonna start doing that. and probably write maybe like a little box text. But I want to, like I said, this is what's important to me is making sure that I can get this done. All 177 rooms of Uncle Skeleton's Never-Ending Dungeon, one of the most popular dungeons I've ever started and never finished. But doing this, we can hopefully finish soon. But anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on our next video. Peace.